She lied about me in court, I proved it with texts, and she walked out with a record and no custody. Nigga, let me tell you, this whole situation was some real soap opera shit. My name is Nia, I'm 26, and this all started 'cause my baby daddy's new girl tried to play me in front of the whole hood, no cap. It's crazy 'cause looking back, I see all them little signs I ignored, but at the time, I was just trying to keep my head straight and handle my business. So here's how it all went down. Me and Dre had been broke up for like a year, but we was trying to co-parent for our son, Juels. You know how that shit go, some days we was cool, some days we was at each other's throats. I was working at the nail salon, just trying to pay my bills and keep my son looking right. Dre was working at the car wash, still trying to be that nigga in the streets, but always claiming he wanted to be a good dad. We had our ups and downs, but it was what it was. Then out of nowhere, Dre start messing with this chick, Shayla. I ain't know her like that, but I knew her face. She worked at that corner store on 15th, always looking like she was mad at the world. Anyway, I ain't cared that Dre was seeing her. I'd been done with him, so I ain't pressed. But Shayla? She was pressed as hell. She ain't like that. Me and Dre still had to talk for Juels, and she let me know at every chance she got. At first, it was lil shit, her calling me a hoe under her breath when I picked Juels up from Dre's mama house. Or she'd post them shady-ass Facebook statuses like, "Some bitches need to stay in they lane." Like, girl, relax. I wasn't trying to take your man, I was trying to make sure my son had both his parents. But Shayla wasn't trying to hear that. Anyway, shit really popped off when Dre was late picking up Juels one night. I texted him like, "Yo, where you at? I gotta be at work early." Next thing I know, Shayla texted me from Dre's phone, talking about, "Bitch, stop blowing up my man's phone." I was like, "Excuse me? I'm talking about my son." She wasn't trying to hear it though. She kept going back and forth with me all night, sending me paragraphs about how I'm trying to ruin their relationship. I was like, "Girl, I don't want him." But she was convinced I was trying to creep back in. Fast forward a couple weeks later, Dre tell me Shayla trying to take me to court. I'm like, for what? He said she claiming I'm an unfit mom and I'd be leaving Juels alone all the time. I was pissed. I ain't never left my baby nowhere he wasn't safe. My mama, my auntie, somebody was always watching him if I had to work. I ain't perfect, but I ain't no bad mom either. So I told Dre, "Bet. Let her try. She don't know who she playin' with." Next thing I know, I'm getting served with them papers. Shayla done filed for emergency custody saying I'm endangering my son. She got all these fake-ass statements talking about how I'd be out all night, how I'd be having niggas in and out the house. None of that shit was true, but I knew I had to prove it. I ain't gonna lie, when I got them papers, my heart dropped. It's one thing to be called a bad mom by some messy-ass chick, but to have it in court? That shit hit different. My first instinct was to call my mama, but she was already over it. She always said Dre was no good and anybody he brought around wasn't no better. So I called my cousin Tasha instead. Tasha's a real one, she'd been holding me down since we was kids. She was like, "Bitch, you better get them receipts ready." And she was right. So I started going through my phone, pulling up all them texts and screenshots. I had messages from Dre thanking me for taking care of Juels when he couldn't. I had group chat convos with my family talking about how I was always with my baby. I even had timestamped pics of me and Juels together when Shayla said I was supposedly out wildin'. I was ready. Court day came, and I was nervous as hell. I put on my best jeans and a cute top, nothing fancy, but I wanted to look put together. Dre showed up looking like he ain't slept in a week, and Shayla was there acting like she already won. She was wearing this tight dress, trying to look all proper, but she still had them cheap-ass flip-flops on. I could tell she was trying to put on a show, but I wasn't playing her game. We went in front of the judge, and Shayla started running her mouth. Talking about how I was negligent, how I left my baby hungry, how I was more focused on running the streets than being a mom. I was standing there feeling my blood boil, but I ain't say shit. I let her talk. When she was done, the judge looked at me and was like, "Do you have anything to say?" I pulled out my phone and said, "Actually, Your Honor, I do." And I started showing them texts. Texts from Dre saying he was the one who forgot to pick up Joel's. Screenshots of Shayla cussing me out for trying to make sure Dre saw his son. Pictures of me at home with Joel's, cooking dinner, reading him bedtime stories. Everything that showed I was there for my baby. The judge looked at all of it and was like, "Ms. Nia, it's clear you're taking care of your son. Ms. Shayla, these claims are unfounded and false." Shayla's face was cracked. Like she ain't know what to do. Dre was trying to act like he ain't know what was going on, but I knew he was embarrassed. The judge told Shayla not only was she lying, but she was getting charged with perjury. She walked out of there with a record, and she ain't get no custody of my son. None. She was done. When it was over, I walked out that courtroom feeling like a bad bitch. I ain't even look back at Shayla. Dre tried to talk to me, but I wasn't trying to hear it. I just said, "Take care of your shit," and kept it moving. I know some people might say I was messy for exposing her like that, but she brought it on herself. She tried to play me, tried to take my son, and she lost. I ain't sorry for that shit. I ain't perfect, but I'm a good mom, and I wasn't finna let no messy-ass chick say otherwise. Now, things is quiet. Dre still be trying to act like we cool, but I don't trust him like that no more. Shayla don't come round no more either. She embarrassed, and she should be. The hood always got something to say, but I don't pay 'em no mind. At the end of the day, I did what I had to do for my son, and that's all that matter. For real, that shit taught me a lesson though. Don't let nobody tell your story for you. If somebody trying to play you, you better have them receipts ready. 'Cause I swear to God, they'll lie on you in a heartbeat if they think they can get away with it. But me? I ain't the one. And if I had to do it all again, I would. Deadass. I walked out of that courthouse feeling like I just won the lottery, no cap. But let me tell you, the drama ain't stopped there. It never really do in the hood, for real. So after Shayla got hit with them perjury charges and lost all chances of seeing Joel's, the hood was buzzin'. Niggas was talking at the corner store, at the bus stop, even at the hair salon. It was like everybody had something to say. My homegirl Keisha was calling me up like, "Bitch, you a savage for that." And I was just Logan, trying to act like it ain't fazed me, but deep down, I was still pissed. Not 'cause I felt bad for Shayla, hell nah. It was more like, how the fuck did I let it even get that far, you know? Anyway, Dre was acting all different now, like he was trying to be Mr. Super Dad all of a sudden. He'd show up with Happy Meals and shit, trying to act like he was Father of the Year. I wasn't falling for it. Nigga, where was all this when Shayla was trying to drag me through the mud? Miss me with that fake shit. I was just focused on keeping my job at the nail salon and making sure Joel's had everything he needed. Rent was always a struggle. I was staying with my cousin Tasha in that little 2-bedroom, and we was always juggling bills, but we made it work. It wasn't pretty, but it was ours. The real shit started when Dre started popping up more. He'd be outside my job when I got off, like he was trying to talk or something. I was giving him the cold shoulder, but part of me was still feeling some type of way. We had history, and he was Joel's dad. He knew all the right buttons to push, and I can't lie, I was vulnerable. One night he pulled up to Tasha's spot with a bottle of Henny, talking about, "Let's just chop it up, Nia." I let him come in 'cause I was tired, and honestly, I missed him a little bit. He started saying all the right shit, talking about how he fucked up, how he shoulda had my back in court. I was trying to act like I ain't care, but my guard was down. Next thing I know, we was back in my bed, acting like none of that shit even happened. It was stupid, I know. But I ain't gonna sit here and lie like I'm some saint. I was lonely, and Dre knew how to get in my head. We started seeing each other on the low again, but I wasn't telling nobody. Tasha ain't even know at first. I knew if I told her, she'd cuss me out, tell me I was dumb as hell. So I kept it to myself. Things was cool for a minute, like we was trying to play house or something. Dre would come over, we'd cook dinner, watch Netflix. It was like we was trying to be a family again. But I shoulda known better. Nigga always been good at talking but bad at showing up when it counted. Then one night, Dre's phone was blowing up while he was in the shower. I ain't the type to go through a nigga's phone, but something told me to look. And there it was, messages from some bitch named Tasha, not my cousin, another one. She was all up in his phone talking about, "When you comin' to see me again?" My heart dropped. It was like deja vu, same old Dre, same old bullshit. He came out the bathroom and saw me holding his phone. He tried to snatch it back, but I was already heated. "Who the fuck is this?" I asked. He started trying to lie, saying it was just a friend, but I wasn't buying it. I told him to get the fuck out of my house. He left, slamming the door like I was the one who did something wrong. That night, I laid in bed feeling dumb as hell. I knew better. I let that nigga back in, and he played me again. But I wasn't finna let it slide this time. I blocked his number, told him he could see Gels, but me and him? Done. For real this time. It wasn't easy though. Dre kept trying to get back in my head, saying how he was sorry, how he wanted to be a family. But I wasn't hearing it no more. I had to put my foot down for real. I ain't gonna let nobody make me look stupid twice. Around this time, I started putting all my energy into my lil hustle. I was doing nails out the crib, making extra money on the side. Tasha was working doubles at the daycare, and we was stacking up to move out that apartment. I ain't have time for Dre's games no more. But of course, he ain't let up. He started showing up at Joel's daycare, talking to the teachers like he was super involved. He was trying to get in good with everybody, making me look like I was the bitter baby mama. I knew what he was doing, trying to flip the script like I was the problem. One day, I had enough. I pulled up on him outside the daycare, told him straight up, "You can play daddy all you want, but you ain't playing me no more." He looked me dead in my face and said, "I'm still Joel's dad. You can't keep me out his life." I said, "I ain't trying to keep you from him. I'm keeping you from me. Big difference." And that's when it clicked for me. All them lies Shayla told in court, all the drama Dre brought to my door, it wasn't about me being a bad mom. It was about control. Nigga wanted to control me, control the narrative. But I wasn't letting that happen no more. So I started keeping everything documented, every text, every call, every time he tried to pull some slick shit. I wasn't gonna get caught slipping again. And you know what? It worked. Dre stopped trying to play them games when he realized I had receipts for everything. Shayla? She disappeared after that court mess. I heard she moved in with her cousin in the next city. Good riddance. She ain't never come round no more. The block moved on quick. Niggas got short memories when it come to drama that don't involve them directly. Now, me and Joe's good. He's 5 now, going to pre-K, and I'm doing nails full-time from my spot. Me and Tasha finally got that bigger apartment. It ain't fancy, but it's ours. And Dre? He see Joel's on the weekends, but that's it. We cordial for the kid, but I don't fuck with him like that no more. I look back on all this shit, and part of me wanna be mad at myself. Like, how the fuck did I let Dre play me twice? How did I let Shayla almost take my baby? But at the same time, I know I had to go through it to see the truth. I ain't sorry for how it went down. If anything, I'm glad I handled my shit. That's the thing though, people always trying to tell you how to be a mom, how to be a woman. But they ain't walking in your shoes. I ain't perfect, but I'm real. And I'd do it all again if I had to. For real, I ain't the one. And if Dre or any other nigga think they gon' play me again, they got me fucked up. That's it, that's the whole story. No cap.